Hey guys, I'm Mezzy and welcome to this quick start guide for Mythic Necrotic Wake. Necrotic Wake is one of the old expansion dungeons joining the Mythic Plus dungeon pool in the War Within Season 1. The first boss is Blightbone. When you get the arrow on your head from the heaving wretch cone, move it away from the group. Slow, stun and kill the carrion worm adds that spawn and move out the circles and the goo they leave behind when they die. Don't let the worms bite you or they'll end up exploding and dealing damage to the entire group. The boss will also spawn puddles with fetid gas, so as the floor fills up you'll need to move around the room without pulling more trash. Lastly, Crunch is your run-of-the-mill tank buster to heal back up. The second boss is Amarth the Harvester. Interrupt Necrotic Bolt and enrage Dispel Frenzy when you can. Next, group up and kill the skeleton adds that spawn when Land of the Dead is cast. If you have interrupts available, use them on the reanimated mages to make grouping easier. You'll want to kill the ad so that when Final Harvest is cast, it doesn't deal damage to the group and you'll only have to move out of the swirls. Healers be aware that after Harvest, the boss will start pulsing AoE damage. Lastly, move away from the direction that the boss is facing with Necrotic Breath. He'll spin around, so pay attention. The next boss is Surgeon Stitchflesh and sounds a little complicated, but it really isn't in practice once you've seen it. At the start of the fight, the boss will be up on a ledge. He can't be attacked and instead you'll be dealing with an abomination. We'll call this phase 1. In phase 1, DPS the ad but don't kill it right away. You'll need it to pull down the boss. Tank the ad in roughly the middle of the room and have no one stand between the boss and the ad. This positioning will be important in a moment. The ad will deal damage to the tank as well as pulse AoE damage to complement the boss's dots that will be put on a random player. As I said, your positioning matters because of two abilities. The first is Embalming Ichor. Simply move out of the green swirl and goo on the ground. The second, when you get an arrow pointing at you as well as a circle around you on the ground, move towards the boss so that the arrow is pointed at the boss. Once the circle has disappeared, the arrow will stop following you and the ad will start casting Meat Hook. Move away so that you're not in between the ad and the boss anymore. A hook will be shot at the boss and pull the first thing it touches. So if it touches the boss, it will pull the boss down to start phase 2. When you pull down the boss, use your DPS cooldowns and focus on the boss before he jumps back up on the ledge. In phase 2, in addition to tank damage and puddles on the ground, the boss will target one player with Morbid Fixation to chase them. Keep the ad alive to deal with this ability. Meat Hook will be cast again, and if you aim the hook at the boss while he's on the ground, you'll interrupt the fixation. If the ad is somehow already dead, then the target will have to run away from the boss. Eventually, the boss will jump back up, a new ad will spawn, and you'll be back in phase 1. The last boss is Nalthor the Rimebinder. To start with, Icy Shard will be the tank damage to heal through. When you get targeted by frozen binds, move away from others and wait for everyone to have moved out of the big circle. Once everyone is out, use a root immunity or have the healer dispel you to get out of the binding. If it gets dispelled while someone is still in the circle, then they will get the root instead. When Comet Storm is cast, everyone should start moving and move away from where others are standing. Swirls will spawn on everyone's location and you don't want to get hit by it. Whenever the boss gets the Icebound Aegis shield, simply DPS it down. As long as it's up, the group will take increasing AoE damage. Lastly, at 100 energy, one person will be banished to an obstacle course. Start running to the other side, dodge the swirls and the circles, and kill the ad. Interrupt Enfeeble, and once the ad is dead, click on the Gilded Champion to fly back to the main platform. When you're back on the main platform, go to a corner of the room. You're about to drop a puddle of ice, so drop it off in the corner and then move away. Your reward for completing the gauntlet is a 100% crit chance for 30 or so seconds, so enjoy. And that's all you need to know for the Necrotic Wake bosses. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe and share it with others. I would very much appreciate it as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. You can also follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at twitter.com/bbmezzy and twitch.tv/bbmezzy. For now, I'm Mezzy and I'll see you again next time.